Hello and welcome to week 3 where we talk about Exodus, which is quite possibly my favorite book of the Old Testament, maybe my favorite book of the Bible. As you may already be able to tell, this course is not so much a survey as an introduction, so it turns out the course is truthfully named. What I mean by this week is actually a great example. We're not going to spend equal amounts of time on Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers. Instead, this week we're going to focus in on Exodus and its central themes, its message, certain interpretative issues that are then relevant to the way we read Numbers and Leviticus, but we're going to focus in on Exodus. So first we briefly consider the issue of the historicity of the Exodus event itself. Did it happen? If it did, when did it happen? Does it need to have happened theologically? Second, we take a real close look at the message of Exodus itself as a whole, giving special attention to the central conflict at the heart of Exodus and the way Exodus carries forward the themes that we saw in Genesis. And then third, you finally get the promised introduction to source criticism, its rationale, its fundamental flaws, its logical horizon. And we'll do this by looking at Exodus 6:3's assertion that before Moses, Sinai, the Exodus, God had not revealed himself to the patriarchs as the Lord or Yahweh, but only as God Almighty, El Shaddai. So what do we do when we see that? What do we do with passages in Genesis that not only say that men worshipped the Lord as such from the beginning of time, but even put the Lord in the mouths of the patriarchs? How do we deal with that? Does source criticism offer any kind of interpretative solution, or does it instead rationalize avoiding offering a solution? We'll see. I hope you have a lot of fun. Remember to use that Ask the Teacher forum if you have questions, because sometimes the content can be a little complicated. I hope you have a great week.